Viewers, while the world is marred in bloody and great power conflicts, India is fighting forces far more dangerous. In fact, enemies are lurking in the shadows and strike from across borders. In the past year, New Delhi's offensive against organized crime syndicates has now reached great heights and big breakthroughs. This fight got a major fillip with the arrest and deportation of Anmol Bishnoi, a key accused in the Baba Siddique and Sidhu Moosewala murder cases. But viewers, India's war is nowhere close to being over. In fact, security agencies are now working to dismantle networks designed to destabilize the country's rise. I'm talking about the Khalistani networks that span continents, thrive on foreign safe havens, feed off political protection abroad, and every time a liberal democracy talks about freedom of speech, suddenly Khalistani extremists are mainstreamed. Now, who are these most wanted for India? Let's put out all of their lists, because this is what is the key focus area for India. And for India to ascend, these most wanted terrorists need to be brought to book. First up is Hafiz Saeed. He is the first one that we must point out. He is based in Pakistan, prime accused in the 26/11 terror attacks that took place in Mumbai. Next is Masood Azhar of Jaish-e-Mohammed, again based in Pakistan, accused in the parliament attack, Pathankot as well as Pulwama attacks. He also ensured that he was the main perpetrator as far as planning of those attacks are concerned. Now let's tell you about these Khalistanis who are based in Canada. Governments have changed. Somehow Khalistanis continue to survive that. Arshdeep Singh Gill, alias Arshdallah, based in Canada, linked to Khalistani networks and groups and wanted. He's in fact a most wanted by NIA in several terror cases, and he should be the one who should be deported for Mark Carney to walk the talk on terror. Mark Carney needs to ensure that these people are brought to book. Next up, let's get you Satinderjeet Singh, alias Goldie Brar, of course, based in Canada yet again, prime accused in the Sidhu Moosewala murder case and most wanted by NIA. These are people who somehow managed to get safe havens in Canada, and Mark Carney needs to act on these names. Paramjeet Singh Pamma, based in the UK, again linked to the deep Khalistani networks that operate in UK with impunity. When Keir Starmer was in India, Prime Minister Modi said so in so many words, that these Khalistani networks need to be dismantled. He is wanted, most wanted in the 2010 Patiala Ambala blasts, and such people need to be immediately handed over to investigating agencies. Viewers, for too long, liberal democracies have been going on and on about how this is freedom of speech. No, attacks with violence are not freedom of speech. What they are is threatening the territorial sovereignty of India. And as I said, for India to ascend, for India to rise, these matters are top priority. India is now working closely with the US in getting its most wanted terrorists back. The agenda will now also include Khalistanis, who for too long have been getting these safe havens across these several geographies that we are telling you. Pushing US, UK, Canada on extradition requests is now the key focus area. One has come, Bishnoi has come, of the Bishnoi gang, more need to follow. And closer ties with the US on terror threats is something that has happened in the last couple of months and years. Even though Joe Biden has made way for Donald Trump's administration, one thing is clear, viewers. America and India are working very closely as far as their security interests are concerned. And that alignment is the most important that needs to be kept in mind. And as stronger action are being called as far as anti-India elements that are in these countries. They are ensuring that they talk about someone like Pannu. How is it that he manages to get funding? He manages to get political patronage. He is freely spewing venom against India. Those anti-India elements need to be brought to book, and there has to be zero tolerance towards any of these people, any of these elements being allowed to get away. Now, viewers, the stakes are very high. The threats are global, and India's enemies are now running out of places to hide. This is not just a crackdown. It is a message to the world, and that needs to be remembered, that India, when it wants, will ensure that it hunts down those who strike at it, no matter where they are.